Today's message is, when you hear gossip, go run tell that. Oh, you're like, what? Go run tell that? Yeah, go run tell it to God. Don't go run tell it to other people. You know, even when I was in church and, you know, God would show me some things about some people and what they were doing. And, you know, you could have put it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. You could have called somebody, girl, guess what I heard? Yo, bro, look at this. Nah, man, run tell that to God, man. That's what we should do, man. Especially when people bother you or, you know what I'm saying, people hate on you, even inside, you know what I'm saying, the church. And what some people do, you have to pray for them. Because, you know, one of my favorite scriptures, when Jesus was on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. That's Luke 23:34. But Matthew 6:3. But when you give to someone in need, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Verse 4, that your giving may be in secret, and your Father who sees you. So your Father who sees you, he himself will reward you openly. So, you know, when you see somebody, you know, and you find some good gossip about some people, or if you see them in there, in what they're doing, you know, even in the mess, you know, we're not going to tell them, hey, you know what, you tripping, I'm going to pray for you. Psalms 25:22, for you will reap burning coals on his head, and the Lord rewards you. I was asking God, like, what does that mean? Like, when you actually pray for your enemies, you know what I'm saying, God will reap coals on their head, so they won't even know why you're praying for them. And they'll be like, well, why is this person praying for them? So they'll be confused, you know, when God showed me that scripture. Matthew 6:6, but when you pray, go into your inner room, shut your door, and pray to your Father who is unseen, and your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. So when you go behind closed doors because you hear gossip, gossip rewards you. God will reward you for praying for them. James 1:12. God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Afterward, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. So what does that mean? That means that when you hear gossip, it is always a temptation to gossip, you know, but you can sit there and pray for them. You know, this is about spiritual checkup. You know, a lot of times, you know, we don't want to hear, you know what I'm saying, the truth. Like, we want to hear like a good message, you know what I'm saying, uplifting and everything. But sometimes there's like one of those gut check messages that, you know, you have to just be like, listen, am I a gossiper or am I praying? You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to do, you know what I'm saying? Because God wants to, you know, he wants us to represent. There are two types of Christians. There are spiritual-led Christians, there are carnal-led Christians. One, Christians led by the Spirit, and Christians led by the flesh. I'll talk about that another day, but just want to talk about that. So again, when y'all hear gossip, go run tell that to God. Love y'all. God bless.